Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Salty Nerd Podcast. Today, we are talking about a movie from South Korea. We love ourselves some good South Korean film. And today is Jung-e, or Jung-e. I don't know if it's a hard J or if it's a soft J. I really don't know. Her actual name in the movie, I think, is Hyun-joong. So it could be both. I don't know. I'm so sorry. If you know, comment below.
We're bad at
yell at us about it.
Yeah, don't yell. No, it's fine.
We're bad at doing foreign films because
dumb Americans.
We can't speak.
We're really disrespectful.
Actually, go ahead and yell at us because it improves our ratings either way.
Yeah,
It's fine. Do what you're gonna do.
you can yell at us. It's all right.
This was Matt Vader pick.
Hi,
What's up, man? How you
I'm
doing?
here. I'm
You're blasted.
Bushmills.
You're so much. You have a bottle on your coaster, bro. What are you doing, man?
I don't know.
Anyway, this
I
was
have
your
no
pick.
idea.
Why did
I
you
did.
pick this movie?
Because it was on Netflix and it was cool.
Okay, it was cool.
It was cool.
The poster or the trailer?
The both.
Okay.
I go, oh wow, I'm gonna watch this movie because it's science fiction and it's available on Netflix for nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's South Korean, which has been making some good stuff lately, right?
They really have.
And they didn't disappoint. I believe this is from the same guy that gave us Train to Busan,
Which is amazing.
If I am correct.
Five-star movie right there.
5-star movie. And so he's got a good track record.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't Train to Busan good, but it's
Solid.
solid. So I'm glad I picked it, and I had a good time with this.
Right on.
So,
Judah's also here.
Hello.
What's up?
Nothing.
All right. Are you digging? You digging
I
our?
don't know why I get like that.
Camera saw me.
What's up?
I don't know. How are you feeling about our international dipping our toes in international film?
Oh, I love it when we watch foreign films.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, Jude especially liked this one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it. Right on. Matthew Kadish is also here producing the show. Welcome, sir.
Yes, we are coming at you from our new studio. We're still working through bubble gum and dental floss, trying to keep everything working together. But
I think it's a little bit better than bubblegum and dental floss.
Yeah,
This place is legit.
It's more
Come on,
like
man.
chord management and funky sounds.
yeah, you guys just have to show up. You know,
How dare you?
He
Sir.
does do like
I
90%
show
of
up
the
and I
work.
drink.
I brought booze.
I tied the cables together.
How dare you?
we've got like a 5-camera setup, like a audio mixing board, a computer, and a bunch of other wires
There's
going
a-
everywhere.
There's a cool blue hue to the room.
Yeah.
If you don't know, yeah. This place is awesome. I'm genuinely happy to be here for the second time recording. This is the second movie we reviewed in the studio.
But I am excited to talk about this movie because I am liking the fact that we're getting into more international cinema, simply because the stuff coming out of Hollywood's so bad.
Oh my God, yeah.
I watched after I watched this movie, I watched Wakanda Forever, and to contrast those
I
two
went
movies.
out.
Oh my God.
I was like, I'm going out.
It was funny. You started Wakanda Forever in the watch party on Discord.
Yeah,
one
we had
night.
like 8 people, 9, 10 people.
And it just dwindled down to
40 minutes in, it was just me and Death Row.
I left. I was like, I
We're all
can't
like-
watch this.
We're like, dude, everybody left. Just you and me, man.
That movie was so
Like,
bad.
well, this movie kind of sucks.
Yeah. But we did watch
But it's the
another.
greatest thing ever.
We did watch another stinker of an international film, which was
The
The Wandering,
Wandering
Earth.
Earth. Oh, awful.
Oh, that
so
was
bad.
really bad.
yeah, but
was so
it's
bad.
from China.
It's,
It was from,
Wait, what
not
was that? What was that one about?
it's they strapped rockets to the Earth.
Oh shit!
And used
That
it
was
Used it
terrible.
to fly through
That
space.
movie made no sense.
That was dumb as
And,
hell.
and in our watch party, we had an actual astrophysicist
Yeah.
watching it along with us,
I
Dr.
think they
Target.
blocked that out.
It was so bad.
yeah, he
so
left.
bad.
Said I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
This movie's pissing me off.
Shout out to Dr. Target.
Yeah.
He is our resident astrophysicist who comes in once in a while and hangs out with us nerds. And we were watching Wandering Earth with him, and he's like, I can't do this anymore. He's like, I gotta
so
leave.
bad.
It's
Yeah,
so bad.
it's literally the plot of that movie is that the sun is getting ready to go supernova for some reason, and so they decide, humanity as a whole decides to create these giant rockets that stop the Earth
rockets.
from orbiting, and then move it out of its orbit.
We're just gonna move Earth.
yeah, to go to a different sun to start orbiting around.
We're going
that.
to make giant Earth engines.
Yeah.
We're going to
That
shoot
are fueled
ourselves
by rocks.
that are fueled by rocks, and we're going to use those engines to shoot us to Jupiter, and we're going to use Jupiter as a slingshot to this other planet that's 2,500 light years away.
I think it's hilarious that we're talking about that movie when we're supposed to be talking about.
We're just talking about international, and China sucks.
Yeah.
Fuck China. Okay, there's so much communist propaganda bullshit in this movie. It is wild.
But this movie from South Korea is legit good.
We love our South Koreans.
We do.
They're basically Americans from Asia, right?
They make good movies.
They have great video games.
But awesome.
They are insane about video games over there.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out in a minute.
It's wild.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, Young-E. Jude.
Yes.
Take it away.
All right. 2023 Young-E, rated R with a runtime of 1 hour 39 minutes. I couldn't find any box office information on it because it was just streaming. But do you want to guess at the budget?
Budget? I'm going to say
I think I know what the
25 million.
Okay.
It's no.
More than that?
It's like 17 million, but it's like 500 billion
yen
Korean whatever things.
Yeah.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're pretty close. 16 million in American dollars.
Okay. 16 million.
In dollars.
Considering the amount of VFX in this movie, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's all video effects.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what, though, was cool. And maybe I should wait until after Jude.
Do you want me to tell you what it's about?
Please tell me what it's about, and then I'll talk about how I was confused by the CGI.
All right. Robots are evil. Or are they? Sometimes they're just sex slaves that died poor. Sometimes they're your mom being tortured over and over again in the name of science. When the daughter of a renowned mercenary grows up to be the scientific leader in brain cloning, she clones her mother's brain and has her run drills of her last mission for science. Discuss.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
Yes.
I was going to say before, the CGI, there's legitimately some scenes where I couldn't tell if it was CGI or if it was somebody in a robot suit. There was moments where I was like, that looks real. I'm like, I feel like that might be somebody in a suit. So when I was watching that, I was very impressed with the VFX. The story itself is very interesting, and I love the moral conundrum of like, would you sell your brain to Apple? Would you sell your brain to Google if it meant that you could provide for your family?
They go
like, it's very like, you know, what would you rather do?
They go into this thing in the future, and I feel like this is a thing that could like legitimately come up at some point.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you're going to die. Okay. But we have the technology for you to live.
Forever.
Forever. It's very, what's that show on Netflix that we liked? Kind of had the same thing.
Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon. Very kind of Altered Carbon. But this is, you know, we're capitalists here. We like money. So like, it's like, depending on your status and your class and your monetary level,
you can do this one for free.
You can be a class C.
Yeah.
And we can copy your brain and put you in some robot bodies, but we can do whatever the fuck we want with you.
We have all rights.
Right?
Yeah.
Then we can do class level B, which is like, you still have autonomy. You can do what you want. But you can't
get married again.
You're going to have some rules.
It's human rights things. Like you don't have any, you have some
but if
human
you're like
rights.
Bill Gates.
Top tier.
Or top tier. You can be a class A. You can have the state-of-the-art new shit. And you can do whatever the fuck you want.
You got all human rights that you always had.
So, most people that can afford it at all are going to be level C's. And they're going to get turned into porn bots.
Yeah.
Right? And it sucks. Yeah. You don't really want to do that, right? So, but if you do the level C, we'll pay for your kids' education. Well, your family will be set up. It's just
your family. Well, it was like all living costs and plus like education or something.
There's some really
like job
weird
placement.
and really interesting moral conundrums and questions that get brought up in this movie.
Which is why our main character is in this position, is because when she went on her final mission, her daughter was sick and needed a surgery, and agreeing to be class C, should she die in this mission, allowed her daughter's medical expenses to be just completely paid for.
Yeah.
And now her daughter's an adult. So it's been 35 years that they've just been running drills with the same brain over and over again. And she still thinks that she's human.
So I really enjoyed this movie, and I'm not trying to take away from it, but I did have a lot of questions I don't feel like I have answers.
Same.
Unless you guys have something that maybe you caught that I didn't. But they cloned her mother's brain. So every one of the Young-E soldiers that are robots is all her mom's brain just copied into all these robots. At what point does it become her mom versus just an AI with a brain?
When something randomly gets triggered that gets explained, like
so they all have the potential.
They all have the potential, but only that one.
But only
robot
one is
opened
unlocked.
up that one section of her brain.
Essentially, though, you could go and unlock all the other ones.
I think so.
So I was very confused as to like why she cared so much about this one particular droid that had her mom's brain when there's thousands of them that she could go and unlock.
There's not like the brain doesn't exist in each one of the robot bodies. They make each brain for each like test, and it takes them a certain amount of time to construct the brain. So in the very last, basically they're shutting down the program, and this is the last brain that is made of like last artificial brain for her mom.
Yeah.
And so if that brain dies, there's no more mommy, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Because I was under the impression that they were just photocopying her brain. And was the old lady in the stasis tube, was that her mom?
That was her.
Yeah.
That was her mom.
Yeah.
That was her now 30,
So
40
she's
years
in a
old.
coma.
She's still alive.
Yeah,
though.
but she's in a coma and she's never going to regain consciousness again.
And
Okay.
they keep her in a coma so they can keep making copies of her brain.
So they have to have a live brain in order to make copies?
Or
That
can
I
they-
don't know.
At
Or
least
can they
a fresh version of it.
Can they
I
copy
guess.
a copy, or does it start to degrade?
No, I think that they copied her brain before she went on this mission.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they couldn't have because they recreate the mission, her last mission from her memories. Young-yi comes back from her final mission. She was greatly injured, and basically she's like missing like limbs and like the lower half of her body and stuff like that. And so basically it's her torso and her head that survived, and she's kept in this kind of like artificial like coma state. Yeah, and from that point is where they started copying her brain, because like if she had survived, they wouldn't have had the rights to like use her.
That makes sense, yeah.
But because she's like legally dead, even though like she's still alive, the remains of her are what they're using to run these scenarios. And basically the plot point is that she was the greatest soldier, mercenary or trained soldier, like whatever. And she there's the Civil War going on, and so she was like one of the heroes of the Civil War. And so because she was like, a grade A super soldier, they wanted to scan her brain and figure out how to program AI for combatant soldiers to the level that she was. And they're trying to unlock the mystery of why she failed her final mission in order to basically upgrade the AI so that they don't do the same failure. Because the mission that she failed at was like instrumental to the war. Like if she had completed that mission, the war would have been over. But because she failed, the war has continued, and so a lot of people blame her for this continuing civil war.
And here's the messed up part about this movie, is that Young-yi is the mom
Of the main character.
the main scientist who's in charge of the
Yeah.
program. So it'd be like us doing experiments on your mom, and she has mommy issues.
Because she's watching her mom die over and over again. And she just wants a connection with her mom, because her last memory of her mom, of course, was her giving her the little doll before she went into surgery for her cancer illness, but that her mom couldn't stay for because she was going away on this mission that she died on. There's a lot of heartstrings getting tugged
really
in this movie.
wild.
Yeah,
It's
They do it really well.
And that was the part that separated this movie from just some random CGI fest. Action movie.
It had a heart to it.
It had a heart to it.
Yeah, and it brought up some really interesting moral questions of whether or not you would do that.
Right.
Let's
Totally
talk
agree.
about the psychotic assistant.
Oh, wait, assistant or the?
Oh no, he was the guy in
the
charge.
director.
The director, yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
hate that guy.
Yeah, but
Like,
he's
a clone.
a
of,
clone of the scientist who invented
Right.
this,
Yeah.
but he doesn't know he's a clone.
But,
He's
yeah.
just a crazed
Yeah,
lunatic.
see, this is the only part about this movie that I didn't like.
Yeah.
Because I felt like they went too far with him.
Yeah.
Because he was he went beyond just being like a bad, annoying.
Yeah, he's a little over the top.
He goes way over the top with like the weird jokes that nobody gets, and the crazy losing his temper and stuff like that. Like
He's like, let's just cut off her arm and see what happens.
He's a good bad guy, but I think they went too far
Well,
to the point where he got annoying.
The backstory behind this character is that the real director, the guy who runs like the company, so like he had him created because he was going to transfer his consciousness into this body, and so it was kind of like a test run, and this robot was never meant to basically be on its own for so long, and so like it's having malfunctions.
Yeah.
And part of the reason that they're shutting down this program is because like it's outdated, and he's going to be decommissioned along with the program because he's like his AI brain is basically like degrading and
he's going crazy.
And so like one of the reasons like that he goes off the deep end at the end of the movie is simply because like the robot as a character is degrading. So.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he is a good bad guy for the movie, but I feel like they went just like a little bit too far to the point where I found him more annoying than I did like evil mastermind, like bad guy.
Same.
Like there's always a character in these like Korean movies that is like this guy. He's just like the annoying like douchebag. You know?
It's an archetype. It seems like that they play with a lot. But
I didn't think that I would like this movie as much as I did. Like when it first started, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be into this. I'm not a great lover of action movies. And so once we got past the first experiment and we start getting into who the characters are to each other, I was like, okay, you have my attention. And then by the end, I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's over?
Yeah.
I felt like it just got going to where it was about to go, and then it ended, and I was like, I need a sequel.
Yeah, you need something else to follow this up with.
Yeah.
I totally
and
get
the most heartbreaking aspect of this, and I'm going to spoil something, so if you haven't watched it, skip ahead. The most heartbreaking part of this movie is that Young-E goes on this mission specifically to pay for her daughter's surgery. Without it, her daughter will die. The surgery was a success, but where we are now, it's 35 years later, and the same cancer has come back, and she's terminal now at this point.
Got 3 months.
So this is her last chance to make a connection with her mother, not just because it's the last mother unit, but she's about to die too.
Mother unit.
Well,
speaking of
also, sorry,
no, go ahead.
So the real crux of this thing is that the scientist lady has kind of put up this wall between her and the robot machine, and she needed that because like she watches her mother die constantly. But then like one of the scientists that's on the team recommends that like, hey, well, why don't you just talk to the robot mom because she has the same memories as your real mom. And it was like it never really occurred to her. And so once she finds out that the program's getting shut down, she actually takes a moment to talk to the robot mom. And she discovers that the doll that she gave her mom was the thing that ended up getting her killed because the mom lost the doll on the mission. And she was so distracted. And that's why she keeps like getting killed in the simulations. And when she realizes that she's the reason why her mother died, like it's heartbreaking to see like her reaction on that.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
I didn't quite pick up on
You didn't pick that up?
No.
Yeah, she gave her mom the
I know,
doll.
I remember the doll and everything, but I didn't know
and then
that
the
was-
mom, when she's in the heat of the battle, she sees
God
a
damn it.
doll
Now
hanging off a keychain, and that distracts her long enough to get shot.
Now I have to watch it.
And
again.
that's the reason why she died, is because she got distracted by her daughter, and now her daughter feels guilty over that. It's very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Very heartbreaking.
And you want to hear something even more fucked up?
Yeah, please.
Go for it.
Tell us what's fucked up.
So
He loves to tell us fucked
I
up
know,
things.
really?
yeah. So the actress who plays the lead scientist lady, right after they finished filming her scene, she had a brain aneurysm and died.
Oh my God!
God damn it, man. Why you tell us these things?
Jesus.
Yeah. So
How am I
like
supposed to follow that up?
I got to drink.
So-
Okay,
I
well,
was gonna-
thanks for watching.
I was
well,
gonna sober up
one
now.
of the reasons that they killed off her character was because the actual actress died.
Wait. How did they know?
God damn it, Kadish.
Katie, you're such a downer.
Well, I think originally the actress was supposed to like continue on with like the sequels, but because the actual actress died, they had to go back in and like
Rejigger
Yeah.
the scene.
It's Debbie.
God
Debbie
damn.
Downer.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
You got a new title. God damn, dude, that's dark.
Wow.
That's
I
crazy.
told you it was fucked up.
Well, yeah, you did warn us. I'll give you that.
I'm sorry I picked this movie now.
I'm trying to recoup from that. I want to talk about the action real quick. Okay, we'll recover from that
Well,
in a minute.
Yeah, that's good. The
How about when they
emoji.
turn her into a sex slave?
That was
This is perfect right now.
really dark, but
Well,
hilarious.
actually, yeah.
That's the new GIF from our group chat.
That's great.
Yeah, there was a scene where she's starting to realize that her mom is being used. Her mom's brain is being used for different types of robots. So they have like
God.
Yeah,
servant.
so when they shut down the program, they're like, well, we own her. We're just going to experiment with making her other things.
Yeah.
Like she's an action figure for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
young girls to have a doll of this awesome mercenary, and then she hears like her little assistant or whatever whooping it up in his dorm, and she breaks in, and it's her mom, like dressed in
her
fucking just
coworker
chain.
Listen,
is banging her mom.
I
Yeah.
gotta say one thing. Mom has got some ass. All right. She's got some ass back there. It's like, damn, I didn't know like South Korean chicks
But
had
how?
that kind
But
of
how
booty.
terrible was that? Like your coworker's banging your mom in the background, and he's
Yeah,
like,
that'd be kinda
he's like,
gross.
it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like.
She
I'm
They
like,
told me to do it.
She has no control.
yeah.
That's the worst heartbreaking
yeah.
part
So
of it
is
is
she-
that like they turned her mom into like a daddy, give it to me.
Yeah.
Like they took away her choice.
But is she still conscious behind
She's a
behind
robot.
that robot thing? though? That's the question I had. Is
Yeah,
like
that's the question
she's
we're supposed to ask.
the only one that we know of that is conscious of her past and who she is the one that the daughter's interacting with. Are all of them like that? Do they all subconsciously know who they are?
I think you can turn up and down different parts of their brain.
So if they turn it down and she's not really her mom, is it just an AI?
So-
then?
Just a neon.
So one of the important distinctions here is that with the sex bot, it wasn't the brain of it was basically like they
it was just the likeness.
yeah they also the
Yeah.
company owns the likeness, and
Okay.
so they're like, hey, a lot of people want to bang a war hero, so why don't we test this out and see like if we can adjust these robots instead of for combat, make them for like sexual pleasure.
Sexual combat.
I was like, do you wanna bang Jenna Jameson? Oh well, yes, I do. Well, you can buy this sex
this
doll
sex bot.
that looks just like her.
I mean, we're not far from
Yeah,
that.
no, we're there. There, you can buy sex dolls that look just like your favorite porn star.
That's wild. Can you
Yeah,
really?
you
I
can.
think, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
They even like
terrifying.
mold their junk.
How do
Yeah.
they get royalties?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Do they
they
get
do.
royalties from that?
It's like if you're
I
like
hope
if you're like
I
a
mean,
dude porn
if-
star, you can like mold your junk and just like this is
There you
the
go.
this
Yeah.
is the
It's my
Ron
brand.
Jeremy dick.
Yep.
That guy's gross.
He's gross. Yeah, but for sure. But you know, they do that. They
If you think he's gross, wait till you see his dick.
I'm thinking about making a salty nerd Matt Vader prosthetic.
Yeah, are we gonna put it in the middle of the table?
That we can sell.
Yeah, 2 centimeters.
Just a
it.
giant dick.
It's like
hanging off the table right
4.5
here.
inches long. It's right there.
The average American
Yeah.
dick is 4 inches.
They said that was average.
I
did hear that.
You were definitely editing that shit.
I did.
It's
Too late, man. It's out there.
Too late.
Like
Oh,
we are
man.
not doing that.
Real quick, I do because the people are probably wondering why they should bother watching this movie. If you're an action type movie guy,
Oh, the
you
action's top
the action's top notch.
Yeah, it's
like
really good.
The fight scenes they hit hard. Like
Yeah.
there's something I don't know if they do it with a shaky cam or something like that, but when there's an action scene and somebody gets hit by like a robot or something and they go flying up against the wall, like you feel the impact of that when you're watching this movie. So the action scenes, like if you're like, oh my god, this sounds like a downer, it kind of is. The story's a downer.
The story's a little bit of a downer, and there's some serious moral
conundrums
that that you think about while watching this movie, and that's what's cool about this movie is it's not just your normal CGI vomit
Yeah.
action movie.
It's very well written.
It is well written. It asks questions. It makes you think, which is what a lot of modern action movies do not do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like this movie, is because it did make you think. It made you ask questions about,
Yeah.
moral things.
What would you do?
And it made you
Yeah,
feel for the
right.
characters.
Yeah, legitimately. Would you
but-
sell your
but
brain
this-
to Google?
No.
You sell your data to them
I
every
don't know.
day?
Well, I'm the guy that I would legit probably think I would seriously consider if there was an upgrade to this fleshy piece of shit arm.
Mm-hmm.
If I could have a cool robotic arm that was super strong and
Open
felt
beer
good when I
bottles.
was
You
jerking
break
off.
your Bushmills bottle.
I would probably think about replacing it.
Well, it reminds me of
Yeah.
another movie that we reviewed called Surrogates with Bruce
Yeah,
Willis.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in that movie, instead of having your brain transferred into a robot body,
Yeah.
you just got in these pods, and then you could like remote control with full
Yeah.
sensory
Oh god, that
experience.
movie was
like,
a trip.
yeah,
Yeah.
an actual like surrogate being.
There's this movement out there. I think it's called transhumanism or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's a real thing where
Yeah,
they
Orphan Black.
people want to be cyborgs. There are certain things I would consider doing. I want an Elon Musk neural chip in my head.
You do?
I fucking do.
You're nuts.
God, I want
No
to be able to put
way.
a chip and go, whoa, I know Kung Fu.
Nah.
Whoa, I can speak
Vader,
Chinese.
Vader, it's just $8 a month.
I know, dude. I pay my $8
You're
a month.
crazy. There's no way.
I think it's the coolest thing in the world.
I'm going to be the crazy hermit in the middle of the
I know,
woods.
and you're gonna hate
That's
life.
disconnected
We're
from
gonna be all
everything.
out here having fun,
No,
speaking Mandarin
no.
and shit. And you're not gonna. You're gonna be. I'm gonna make a fucking fire with my 2 pieces of sticks.
You're
that
going
I'm
to
rubbing
crack
together.
one too many
And-
jokes and they're going to turn your fucking ship
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
What do you think about sensors? Like,
And I'm gonna go,
if your
and-
brain
and
is
you know
connected
what?
to the Google
And-
Drive.
He's
and
going
I'll
to be
just do this.
talking and no sound's going to come out.
And I'm gonna go. "Brr."
Yeah.
And I'm
You're gonna be
no,
too offensive.
It's no big deal.
No,
but I won't even know.
Get out of here.
I won't even know.
You're nuts.
I was going, "Brr."
No. There's
And
no
it'll
way.
be over.
You'll say one offensive thing and they'll just turn you off.
Oh, fuck China. And then it'll be done.
Yeah.
It'll be
Gone.
brr.
And then
Yeah.
once he reboots, he's going to have like a Biden t-shirt on.
All hail the great Elon. All hail Elon Musk.
Nah,
But
dude,
no,
I'm not selling my body like that. No way.
I could replace my hand for some cool appendages and some upgrades. It wouldn't
If
bother.
it-
Talk
Yeah,
about a
if I could-
stranger.
I would. I
Rip his
I'm
dick
not
off with a
saying-
robotic hand.
Look, man, I
You
might get-
accidentally
I
did.
Can I
Get
get
it
every
up.
one of these too?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. It's like get an upgrade.
Robot dick?
Yeah, what if you could
I would
get
fuck
a
a
robot?
robot
dick?
Get a little
Do you guys
upgrade down
remember? Okay, hold on. Do you guys remember? Have you ever seen Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams?
Yes.
Do you remember the scene where he's a robot and he's slowly becoming human? And they
No,
go
you
through
don't
the
wanna do
process.
that.
They go through the process of building him a robotic human / whatever dick. There's a whole scene
Oh my God.
where they're talking about building a dick for him so he can go and have
That's
sex with his wife. It's freaking unintentionally hilarious. Go watch Bicentennial Man a little drunk and you'll laugh your ass off.
I'm just saying this movie. Getting back to this movie,
You want to be Darth Vader?
Yeah, maybe.
You want to be Darth Vader, don't you?
I don't. Yes, I want to be Darth Vader. I hate you right now. I want to cut off my head and get a really cool head. You are my father.
No.
You got you.
I said, I did that wrong. It's like, Alex, I am your father.
We've got too many new toys in the studio.
I'm so drunk right now. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
God damn it.
Good times.
But no, it does make you think about things about, and that's what this movie does.
Yeah,
it just
And that's why it's good.
And that's why it's
Because it's
good.
got action and it's good action. And it also
yeah.
has this really hardcore,
It's kind of fucked up.
like fucked up
when you think about
moral
it. Yeah.
compass type thing going on.
Yeah, but also the mother-daughter story. That I
Yeah.
think that was the thing Jude really responded to.
did.
That's what hooked her into the movie.
Yeah. All right. Are you guys ready to do final thoughts?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, sure. I think I've already given them. But whatever.
Well, what's your star rating for this?
I'm going to give this 3.
3. Okay.
3 stars.
Solid.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly not a bad movie. But it's not. I don't know if I have to watch this movie again. If they come up with a sequel, I might watch it again to refresh my
Young-Yi
movie.
2?
Young-Yi 2.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we could get something.
Well,
at
the
some point.
ending definitely set that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With her mom robot just kind of standing on top of the mountain, looking out over the horizon. It's like, oh, the whole world out here to explore. Yeah. So who knows? You know, we didn't really talk about one thing I didn't like about this. I didn't think a lot of the English dubbing was great.
Oh, dude. This was
The voice actress, whoever did the voice acting for the main character, the voice didn't fit the
Listen,
body.
voice dubbing is very hard.
I know, and I get it because you're
Yeah.
doing some right now.
yeah.
But I feel like there's different voice types that fit with body types,
The-
and I didn't feel like they matched.
The worst
in this
the
case
worst
with her.
example of this, I know I was watching it here in the studio. I was watching this movie to prep for this, and there was a scene where a doctor was giving the main science lady, I can't remember her name, the news that her terminal illness is back.
Yeah.
And she goes, "How long do I have?" And the doctor goes, 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's no big deal. Super casual, like,
How much time do I have now?
You have 3 months.
"Hey, you got 3 months. So
Okay,
you want
no
to sign
big
this agreement or not?" And I was
Yeah.
just like, that was a terrible doctor. Because
But
he had no emotion
wait
whatsoever.
a minute though. Like the robot was an android, or the doctor was an android
Yeah.
first of all. So he was a robot.
That's true. Yeah, that's
and
true.
and
just a torso.
and also I felt like that was the most accurate thing because most doctors don't have any bedside manner.
100%.
Yeah.
I just thought it
Yep.
was so
I mean,
funny.
honestly though, if you're a doctor and your job is to tell people they have months to live,
Yeah.
and you do this every day, I mean, wouldn't you
maybe.
wouldn't
Well,
you
well,
at
well,
that
Very
point,
matter
it's
of
like,
fact.
The thing is though is that this robot android doctor's job isn't just to treat people; it's
He's
to
to sell
upsell them
them. Yeah.
on signing
Yeah.
over their likeness.
So would you like to do A, B, or C level?
Yeah.
How about no level?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you wanted to sell your body.
But I'm just saying.
Your mom got C, and look how we treat her. You want to do B or C?
She's a sex
B or
bot.
A?
She's
Yeah.
a sex bot.
Yeah, I
That
don't.
was a terrible thought.
I
Well,
might
she
be
does
able to.
opt out, right?
I don't think she does it.
She opts
She
out.
just wants
Yeah.
to die.
Yeah.
Which is probably what I would do.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm good. Just let
So
me
can
go.
you just upload me to the
I'll
net
die.
and stick me in?
I just want to be energy. I don't want a body.
Can you stick me in a bender model?
This shit is exhausting.
Yeah.
Kiss my white, shiny metal ass. That was something
Yes.
like
He's got clamps.
I want to be the ghost in the machine.
All right. Well, that's kind of what her mom is. A little
Yeah,
bit.
for sure.
Anyway,
Very
Jude,
similar.
do you have a star rating for this?
Yeah, I'll give it 3 out of 5 sex bots.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 out of 5 sex bots. Not
Yeah.
bad. Do you have a favorite moment or anything like that you want to talk about?
Like it started off slow for me, but it ended so great for me, and it made me want more, which is great. And I want to see where it goes. I hope that there is a sequel because I will 100% watch it.
Okay, cool. Right
The
on.
young
And
Evers.
just so everybody's on the same page as me, our Discord chat is going nuts right now, and it's freaking hilarious. There's like robotic sex bots and shit. Oh man, head over to saltynerddiscord.com. Join us live.
Jesus.
Would you
unedited.
bang a sex bot?
Is it conscious?
It pretends it is.
Is it
Wait,
self-aware?
No,
It acts
is
like
it
it is.
self-aware? Is it a person who's
Would
in a
you-
It's a
robotic
sex
body?
bot.
Would you
It's
bang
like,
a sex bot
oh,
that was
yes.
unconscious?
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure it out. Is it a robot who has
and-
memories?
And is it considered cheating if it's a robot?
It,
Is it-
it fakes it good enough where you can't tell.
That's creepy. I don't know, man.
It feels
I don't
good.
know.
It's warm and moist. Okay. What more do you want?
I don't know, man. It
It's
would be weird.
squishy.
Is it a
It's
person or
squishy.
not?
It looks like a person.
Is it a person or not? Is it somebody who has memories?
It's
or
like
is it just-
Westworld style.
Oh,
Yes,
I would
it's-
do a Westworld bot. Those things are hot as hell.
Okay, well, there you go.
Westworld
so
bot?
you
So
would.
you're
Not
saying
That's
this
what I'm
bot.
talking about. That's a sex bot.
These bots are not up to date enough because these ones are still metal, like with a skin.
Oh,
on
you're
the
afraid you're
outside.
gonna hurt yourself when you go
I
in.
was gonna like chop my dick off. The ones in Westworld are like made out of like flesh. And
I
they
want
just
a
have, like,
robot body with teeth in there. Just metal teeth.
Jesus Christ. Comment
That's my secret weapon.
below.
I am the world's best
Would
mercenary.
you
Let
do
me
a
show
sex
you
bot?
why.
That's what we need to know in the comments is would you do a sex bot?
and is it
That's-
self-cleaning?
is-
That's what matters.
Well, yeah, it absorbs it. And then it pops out a little robot baby.
It just goes.
It comes out the top. It spits it in your eye.
It pops out a Tweaky 90 days later. Beady, beady,
Beady, beady,
beady,
beady.
beady. What's up, Buck?
How do you get your sex bot to pee on you?
Is it a squirter bot?
Jesus Christ. We've got too many toys in the new studio.
Jesus Christ.
Kadish, final thoughts. Give it a rating.
I agree with Jude. This is a 3-star movie. It's a lot of fun, good action, looks good. There are a couple like story issues that are just kind of like, well, whatever. It's a Korean movie. They seem to be pretty standard.
Are you giving it a pass because it's a Korean movie? It's a Korean movie. Whatever. It's fine.
It is a foreign film, so like I can't apply my American sensibilities to it completely. But it's no Train to Busan.
No, it's
Yeah, Train to Busan was really good.
That's a special movie.
I was picking up dinner last night at a Thai restaurant, and the waitress had a shirt that said Busan on it. And the entire time I'm looking at her shirt, I'm just like,
You
zombies.
know Busan is a place, right?
No, I know, but like all I know of Busan is Train to Busan.
Did
so
you
I'm just
ask
like,
her if
zombies.
she'd ever seen Train to Busan?
No.
You should have. That would have been amazing. Should have been like, what?
You went to time, didn't ask me out. I'm kind of offended right now.
You guys want to go get lunch after?
Hell yeah.
Let's go get lunch. All right, I'm going to say
I
3.
think he needs some food. In his
She
stomach.
definitely needs some food. 3 stars for me as well. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. If they do make a second one, I'll probably go watch it.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's
Was
interesting enough.
were we able to ever see this in a theater? What theater around here plays these movies?
Should we start an international film theater?
That's a great idea.
You know what I want to do?
You know, Regal's for sale.
I know.
For the
They
Colonnade.
closed it down
Yeah.
because of COVID.
I want to do a Salty Nerd Film Festival
That's a great
where
idea.
we just like we rent the theater for a day and we play like
for a day, we need a week.
no we have like Quest for Fire
No.
and a
No.
Jean-Claude Van Damme
No,
movie.
No.
watch it.
Oh hell yeah, they will.
International film theater sounds
I
like
love
a great
that.
plan.
I love that.
It only plays international films
Dave.
that are good. Dave. Yeah. They didn't show
When
up.
Brahmastra 2 comes out,
Nobody's going to watch
we'll
that
have
YouTube
a film
video.
festival.
I bet you we could get our buddy Death Row here for a film festival.
Probably. All
be
right,
fun.
let's finish this up. Thank you guys so much for watching.
What's your rating?
I gave it 3.
Solid three. Solid threes.
Yeah,
It's
3,
a
3.5.
It's
yeah.
a 3.
It's a 3-star movie. Go check
3-star
it out.
movie.
Yeah.
Not that that means anything.
Definitely worth a watch.
The rules are made up and the points don't matter. Make sure to comment below if you have an international film that you love and you want us to check it out. We will
Yeah.
consider it because we're kind of digging international film lately because,
Yeah.
like Kajish said, everything out of the States sucks. So that's what we're doing.
I came across.
Oh, that's here in Vegas.
Ooh,
What?
I almost,
That is here in Vegas.
I almost hurled a little bit.
In the Discord chat, somebody sent us a video of gyrating robot. That is at the Spearmint Rhino. Oh my god! They do that. They have robotic strippers here in Las Vegas. That you can
Aren't
go
the
watch.
strippers here in Vegas mostly sex bots?
I don't know. Maybe would we ever know?
Jesus Christ, here we go.
Anyway, that's it.
I wanted to tell you, I came across a new show that looks really interesting. So I know that when we covered Buffy, you were like, "Oh, this is really cool," and you were into it. But I found something that looks like the anti-Buffy. It's not a girl who gets superpowers and is the chosen one. It's the girl in a world full of people who have superpowers and doesn't have superpowers. It's called Extraordinary. It's on Hulu, and it looks pretty good. I sent the trailer to Kadish last night.
I believe it's pronounced extraordinary
Okay,
because she's ordinary.
got it.
Extraordinary.
Actually,
He just
it's-
actually.
He did. He yeah.
did. He
Welcome to
man-
my life.
you just got
Doesn't faze me.
mansplained.
Doesn't faze me anymore. I'm like, oh, I have a headache, and he's like, well, actually, it's
Yeah.
your head that aches. That's what I just fucking said.
Yeah.
Let's end this thing.
Anyway, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Stay salty. Turn into Saturdays. We do live streams, and also Tuesdays when we live stream from this brand new studio that we've built. Check us out, and we'll see you there. I don't know what we're going to talk about next, but whatever it is, it's going to be amazing, and you should show up. So stay salty, my friends.
Yeah, what's on the schedule?
See you next week. I forgot. A lot of stuff. We have so many movies that we're going to talk
I know
about.
we do have things on the
I
schedule.
think Time Bandits is on there.
We put that
Rambo.
back. We're doing Rambo next, aren't we?
Rambo First Blood.
Ooh.
No, we're
can't
doing
wait.
65 on the 14th.
Oh, that's right. The new 65 movie's
Yeah.
coming out in theaters on
Oh
the 10th.
shit! I gotta
Yep.
go to the movies next weekend.
Yeah, buddy.
Right on.
Dinosaurs. Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, guys. Stay salty. Adios.